If only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS. I hate it when coat hangers get all tangled up and you can't use them, so we're keeping the baby. Well, that's an unfortunate response from some of you, because that joke's only there to warm me up for this one. In Alabama, in America, they've made it effectively impossible to get an abortion, even if you get raped. That is so fucked up. Think about that. You serve your time, you get out, you've got to pay child support. Nightmare. A headline in the paper, it said, "Man held after rape." I thought they cuddled. Did you know every day nearly 4,000 serious sexual assaults occur? In my mind. I was trying to write the shortest joke possible, so I wrote a 4-word joke. Venison's dear, isn't it? Then a 3-word joke. Stationery store moves. And then a blink and you'll miss it 2-word joke. Dwarf shortage. I tell you what I know about dwarves. Very little. Truth be told, I fucking love dwarves, but I never tell them that I love them because I don't want them to get big-headed. Pete Davidson's here. I'm appalled that people would come here and make jokes about the sacrifice Pete's heroic father made on 9/11. This is not the roast of Pete Davidson's father. That was in 2001.
Oh, that was dope. Wow.
Can I end my career in 8 words? What do you think? Come on, have a little faith. Of course I fucking can. Let's count them off. You can prevent any rape. Just say yes. You look as if you really don't want to be laughing at that rape joke. Somewhat ironically, I'm forcing you. I had a relationship with a blind girl, which was rewarding but challenging. It took me ages to get her husband's voice right. I finished with a couple of cancer jokes, my favourite cancer jokes. Don't look at me like you think, oh, he doesn't have favourite cancer jokes. Of course I fucking do. My father died. Really? What was it? The big C. Cancer. No, he drowned. Terrible thing. Joke about a terrible thing. We've been through this. On Nikki's Comedy Central show, Not Safe, she found out her father is hung like a horse. And we found out Nikki inherited her face from her dad's dick. I look like I fucked a pig. Do I still owe your mum money? Is she annoyed, is she? I do think it's brilliant we're finally seeing plus-size models on the cat waddle. I worry if I do fat jokes, I'll never reach a wider audience. Well, if you're fat and you're offended, be the bigger person. And Madonna is back in London with her new adopted child. The weird thing for that kid is it's now wearing the clothes it made 2 months ago. Everyone in the room knows 6 million Jewish people lost their lives to the Nazis during World War II. But a lot of people don't know, because it's not really taught in our schools, that the Nazis also killed, in their thousands, gypsies, homosexuals, disabled people, and Jehovah's Witnesses. No one knows what happened with the Jehovah's Witnesses. You'd have to assume some Jehovah's Witnesses came a knocking on the gates of a death camp. With a copy of a magazine called Watchtower. Some enterprising Nazi guard. Oh yes, come in, it's very interested in your magazines. It's the Watchtower, we have the Watchtowers here. It is, how you say, a coinkydink. This is a long journey for the witnesses. If you come in, you freshen up, take a shower. I just don't understand it. Why would you become an Islamic fundamentalist suicide bomber on the off chance you might get 72 virgins when you die? Become a Catholic priest and have them now. Let's talk about something nicer. An old school friend of mine just had a face and neck lift. Well, I say that, he hanged himself. Is that wrong? No, meat is hung, men are hanged. I got it right. I had that happen last year. A friend of mine tried to take his own life, and I went around to see him a couple of days later. His wife was in bits. I said, how's he doing? Is he hanging in there? She said, no, he's hanging in there. Obviously, killing yourself is the last thing you should do. Can't top that. There's things you just can't say anymore. I did a joke on the last tour about schizophrenia, now a very serious mental ailment, but this was a joke about it, not the actual thing. This lady came up to me at the stage door, livid. She went, how would you like it if you were schizophrenic? I said, well, we're not, so we're not bothered, are we? Do you get annoyed by cold callers? You know, of an evening, you're at home relaxing after a hard day at work, watching TV, flicking through a magazine, the phone rings, it's a strange voice you don't recognise, talking about something you're not interested in. Oh, Mr. Jimmy, I have your baby now, you send money quick, you bad man! Fuck off. Let's get to the career ender, shall we? I've written some potentially career-ending jokes. Yeah, I think we all have come to terms with the fact I get cancelled in the next couple of years, right? Yeah, chances are. Here's the good news, I'm going down swinging. I used to worry about telling a joke so offensive I would never work again, but that was just me thinking like a gender-fluid snowflake. No, you paid good money to see an edgy comedian, right? It would be remiss of me not to deliver on that. And it's never about offending people, it's about making people laugh. If I offend people, that's just a bonus. And I believe passionately in freedom of speech, but I do my best not to offend any ethnic minorities, gender-neutral groups, or fat, disabled, lesbian nonsense. That said, this next 5 minutes is going to be closer to the bone than a fat girl eating KFC. I say you could joke about anything, but not with anyone. I think with you good people this evening, I should be fine, right? Well, let's see, shall we? We'll put that to the test. Having sex is like riding a bike. My uncle taught me when I was a kid. People say the best things in life are free, but those people have clearly never had sex. I like it when the girl puts the condom on for you, but I was asked to leave the pharmacy. My girlfriend doesn't think that her sister is trustworthy, but believe me, that girl can keep a secret. I like dwarves. I do, you're not meant to say dwarf anymore, you're meant to say little people, but I don't like the term little people one bit.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair. But we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
Because little, bit patronizing, and people, come on, that's a stretch. Dwarfism is a growing problem. I had a dwarf come up to me after a show. Well, not right up to me, up to about there. He wasn't angry, but he was a little short with me. He was not happy. It's no laughing matter, really. I had a friend that was a dwarf who died last year. He actually took his own life. Yeah, committed suicide. Jumped off a curb.